Very good morning, Madam Rahani. This is a presentation for Group 5, Ethical Issues Among IT Professionals. So the introduction, the ethical issues for IT profession, establishing a code of ethics for information technology profession. It encourages an IT worker to behave ethically and responsibly with the job that his employer has assigned him to do. According to B. Resnick again, another way of defining ethics focuses on the disciplinary study of standards of conduct such as philosophy, the theology, law, psychology, and sociology. So basically, any IT profession that is about to start doing a work, he's got to have his own set of ethical responsibility, ethical discipline before he does his project or continues doing his work. One type of unethical behavior is plagiarism. Plagiarism is basically known as a person using another person's information or idea and portrays it as his own. So plagiarism is also classified as an unethical issue among the IT professionals. Plagiarism, where the work of others are duplicated, but the creator shows it as his or her particular work, making it sound like he did not take the idea from anywhere else. It is usually not a lawful issue. For example, copyright infringement, but it's an unethical issue. That means lawfully he can't be charged as a crime for plagiarizing, but it's unethical to do so. The other type of unethical work doing is piracy. The illegal copying of software is a particularly genuine situation. It is appraised that nearly 50% of all systems on PCs are pirated copies. So in this way, when they do piracy, the main company that delivers the software and develops the software will not be able to get a clean income. This is unethical because the main people who created it and many other people are benefiting from it are not getting paid as they're supposed to. Programmers spend hours and hours outlining programs utilizing expand codes and surely need to be protected, but people still misuse the products by not paying for it. The other unethical issue nowadays is hacking. Hacking that used to be a taboo last time, right now is something very common among IT professions. Hacking may be undertaken in the wish to harm a system or wish to understand how a system works for the purpose that cash is made out of it. Basically, people like to infiltrate people's private accounts, people's private information, so that they can access into their financial accounts and get a sort of worth out of it. There might be a desire to alert people to the fact that a system is insecure and needs improving. The other type of unethical way of working will be to generate viruses that infiltrates people's private PCs and PDAs and whatsoever. Clearly, writing and spreading virus programs are an unethical act because it spoils people's hard work and it demotivates people when a virus is sent on their certain file, their certain project or their certain work. They have very serious consequences and cause systems to crash and organizations to cease operating for certain periods in order for them to revive their system and repair and to debug the viruses and all. Action is when viruses interrupt the smooth functioning of an organization such as a hospital. In extreme cases, even can cause people to die, depending on what the hacker is hacking and in what system they are in. There are organizations that train IT professionals in ethical conduct for hacking. These organizations provide certification courses to IT professionals which train them in ethical behavior in IT environment, which means there is unethical hacking and ethical hacking, and there are organizations that train IT professionals to do an ethical hacking. Okay? Associations in information technology profession, these are the examples of associations that teach ethical hacking. Computer Society of Institute and Electrical and Electronics Engineers, IEEE, and Project Management Institute. So why is ethics important to an IT profession? According to Jared and Klonowski, ethics are nothing but an individual's personal belief about whether a behavior, action, or decision is right or wrong. That means it's nothing to do whether in the person's religious beliefs. It's just the person's conscious of whether what he's doing is right or wrong. Okay, mainly this issue is defined in the context of individual, where ethical behavior varies from person to person, and this behavior also conforms to generally accepted social norms. Ethical behavior is a person who is civic-minded will have an ethical behavior. A person who is not civic-minded usually lacks in ethical behavior, which means ethical behavior, it depends on every individual. What I make perceive to be ethical in what I make, my decision making and what I do may not be ethical for the other person. But it's back to individual's perspective. Establishing a code of ethics for information technology professionals encourages an IT worker to behave ethically and responsibly with the tools and information of which his employers have put him in control. A code of ethics documents sets and standards for what is expected of the IT professional. In conclusion, by applying the ethics among IT professionals, it will assist to achieve the great environment within an organization with a good individual performance and ethics. IT professions, they need to pay attention on the code of ethics to keep upgrading their individual performance as well as the company's performance. And lastly, to strive for the best performance in the entire task to ensure the quality information technology to increase. So basically, with the use and with the educational conduct of ethical behavior, the IT profession still can be built and still can perform and do better. It's not that just because we are IT professions that we can neglect the unethical conduct, behavior or unethical conduct just to get what we want in the department that we are serving. That will be all. I hope you enjoyed our presentation. Thank you.